From a place we're not allowed to reveal. It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Yes! That's awesome!
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning in to the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No. I am your host. Write down our telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio. Yes, the economy is lousy. What does that mean for you? No commitments. Don't make commitments you can't keep. Don't make commitments you don't want to keep. No wives, no live-in girlfriends, no children, no baby mamas, no co-signing anybody's loans, no lending money to chicks. It's time to circle the wagons, boys. Hunker down. Save. Prepare. Invest. Don't let chicks cut their rent by moving in with you. That's going to be a bad deal for you. No matter how good it sounds now. I'm going to get laid every night, and she's going to help me pay the rent. Trust me. That's what they tell you before they move in. Pretty soon, you. That's right, bunko. You will be paying most of the bills. Hers and yours. No commitments from you. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. It's 1-800-5800-866. Mark on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How are you, bro?
Great.
You know what? I'm really glad to hear that. I have been a long-time listener, and I can't believe the douchebags that call into your show.
There are many.
Some of these guys have no clue as to what their life is all about. What is going on with these guys?
I agree with you.
I mean, what's your point on that? How do you explain to these guys that, you know, there's more to life than the P word?
Well, I'm trying to explain it to them, but here's the thing. The P word is very important, no doubt about it. But the problem is guys have gotten this idea that the P word is something they need to pay for.
Oh, you got to bow down to that. Yeah, that's right.
You don't have to do that.
Well, that's what my point is. Listen, Tom, I'm 47. I live in Reno, Nevada, and my life is perfect. Got divorced in 2000. Unfortunately, Mom died, but now I'm in control of the family. I got 2 kids. One's 18. Excuse me, I have a 15-year-old and a 22-year-old. And my 22-year-old has the bangingest girlfriends coming over to the house all the time. And we listen to your show constantly. That 101 is the fantastic thing right there.
Thank you.
Well, I believe, you know, that it is what it is. And what's up with the condoms? Why don't you wear a condom? You know, why are you bound down to the pressure of the woman, and why are you a dad at 18?
Right.
I just don't get it. You know, I have one rule at my house. It's to live your life every day to the best that you can. And when we go out on our boat on the weekend, no fat chicks and bikinis only.
Yeah. All right.
You know, and I got one more thing to say to you, Tom. You are the man. I got to tell you, if I had you when I was 18 years old, and we're almost the same age, I think my life would be totally different in the way that I approached women when I was younger.
Yeah.
But these guys got to get a handle, for crying out loud.
No doubt about it.
You know, the economy sucks for those that have no education or desire. And now I'm going to leave it at that. Can you blow me up, take me out with a bong hit?
You know I can. Here you go.
You are the...
Oh! We got nailed by the bong hit. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Bruno on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Great.
I've been listening to you, and yeah, there's some items I really don't agree, but, you know, you do make your point all the time, like always. I did have one question for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? 2 years ago, I've been married for the past 12 years. You know, I've been so happy. You couldn't have gotten a better girl, and we actually planned our kid. We didn't just have it to have it. And it's been great for us. The only thing is that I got into buying a home 2 years ago.
That you couldn't afford.
Excuse me?
That you couldn't afford.
Yes, sir. See, that's where all my mistake was. I didn't really do any research on it. I was just approached with the thing of buying a home. I was like, you know, it'll be a good move. You know, me and my wife and my daughter, we've been doing great. So I decided to go ahead for it. And now, you know, with the economy going down, it blew in my face.
Right.
So I was just wondering if you have any any other information that you might be able to help me with.
Well, you have to try negotiating with your lender. Are you late on your payments?
No. That's one thing I've always been constant on, making my payments. And the thing is that, yeah, obviously my home went down a lot. As far as I got the home for $451,000. Right now it's worth, I believe, $426,000. So everything that I put into the house, you know, in the long run, I guess I might get it when it goes up. But right now, yes, I am a little bit shaky.
Well, it's not going to go up for the next couple of years. I can tell you right now. It's just not going to.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were you, you're only down $25,000 if your numbers are accurate.
Yeah.
If I were you and you can get $425,000 of the house, I'd run.
So
and you know why that is? Because in addition to the cost of the upkeep of the house,
yes,
you have to pay insurance.
Yeah.
Property taxes.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Those are the killers.
I imagine you have fire insurance, homeowners insurance. Maybe you have earthquake insurance. Probably not. Flood insurance. Probably not. The point is that you're going to have to keep paying all of that while you wait to find for the economy to improve, for the market to improve. Can you really wait 2, 3, 4 years just to make back $25,000 you lost?
Well, see, that's the other thing. You know, we don't never know. You know, something might happen to me tomorrow, or my wife, and we both work, so we both put everything into the home and our kid. But,
right.
Yeah, you know, that is something.
Well, whatever you put into improvements, that comes off the. Well, there are no capital gains, but the point is, when you write this off as a loss, you have to check with your accountant. But my understanding, and I'm not an accountant, is that everything you spent on real improvements to the house, renovations of any kind, would be added to the purchase price, and then you would write off that much of a loss when you sell.
Okay.
And so you could take that loss at the very least, not pay taxes for the next couple of years. It'll pay part of what you've lost.
Okay. So in other words,
what I would not recommend is if you're on the edge. See, here's the thing. If you're going to be there 5, 10, 15 years and you can handle it, I would say stick to your guns. Mm-hmm. But if you think that financially you're on the edge and things might crack, get out while you can.
Okay.
Now, of course, everything I'm telling you, you should run through your accountant and your attorney. Hopefully you have a real estate attorney who helped you close this deal.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's also a bad thing. You need to find one. Run it through a real estate attorney and your accountant. And see and see what they have to say. Personally, if I were down $25,000 and I thought I was going to have problems in the future making the payments, I'd take the loss and run.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot for your help, Tom. And you know what? There is some exceptions. There is some girls that are good out there.
Right, but that's like I say. If everybody jumped off of a 16-story building,
oh no, but see,
and one lived, that doesn't mean the other should be jumping.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Tom. And can you blow me up?
Of course I can. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Nicole on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Great.
You know, I'm just wondering about some of these attitudes you have with dating women.
Which ones are you talking about specifically?
Well, you don't want to spend any money. I mean, I'm wondering, do you expect them to buy you drinks when you go out?
No, I'll buy my own.
And what, you expect them to go Dutch for them to buy their own too?
Why not?
And they actually put out for you?
Yep.
That must be a miracle. What do you look for?
By the way, I do say to guys, you can spend up to $40, but that's it.
$40. Wow, that's about an entree without a drink at a meal.
No, there's no. We skip dinner altogether.
Oh, so what? We go straight to the bar?
Here's what we do. We called you.
Like
I'm going to tell you. Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear? Do you asked a question? Do you want the answer? Yes or no?
Sure.
When we want to go out with you, we call you up and we say the following: what time are you having dinner tonight? What time are you having dinner tonight?
I haven't decided yet. I just had a late lunch.
All right. What time do you think you'll have dinner tonight?
Not sure. When I get home.
When's that?
Changes.
Tonight, approximately. Ballpark figure, don't be a brick.
You know, it really varies. Like I said, I just had a late lunch so I could get hungry.
All right, well, you ought to be done tonight by 10 o'clock. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick you up after dinner. We're going to go out and have a drink.
Why would I want to go out and have a drink with you?
Well, again,
I'm looking for a guy that would buy me drinks if I would.
Well, look, if you don't like me, buying drinks is not going to change your opinion.
Well, it helps some guys get lucky.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. You know what? Women only have sex with the guys they want to have sex with. And buying you food or spending money on you is not going to change your opinion about having sex with me. So if you decide before I even ask you out that you don't want to have sex with me, what's the point of buying you dinner? Why waste my time or money?
I don't know. You might be able to change a lady's mind, but the way
you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
I've changed my mind a few times.
So, in other words, there were men you were not attracted to who merely by spending money on an entree got you to have sex with them even though you weren't attracted to them.
I could say that the attraction was there, but sexually the fulfillment wasn't there.
Well, you wouldn't know that until you got into the sack with them.
Well, maybe I had, and I decided not to have sex with them again.
Oh, well, again.
So, you know what?
Women... You'd be amazed, darling. You'd be amazed.
Then you lay down and give them some.
You'd be amazed how many women out there will have sex with us without having to spend a penny. You'd be amazed.
But you're saying it's because they like to be around men of influence, that they don't want to have any influence or money.
Not just men of influence, men with potential, men who have power, men who have money.
But what good is your power and your money do me if I don't have any of it?
Well, you never know how much you're going to get, and most women think they are going to get some. I don't tell women right up front, you know what, you're never getting any money. I don't tell them that.
Well, why not? I mean,
because after I've had sex with them, they'll discover that. And then when they do, I'm going to say, well, I never promised you anything. And they're going to say, well, that's it. I'm not going to see you anymore. I'm going to say, fine, I'm tired of you anyway. I'm ready for a new victim.
Well, I guess
that's why it's the perfect crime. And I know it antagonizes women, but it really does work.
Well, you know, that may work. It may work a few times, but enough women band together and say, hey, we're not going to...
Watch your mouth. We're on the air, and talking dirty on the radio is not going to make your point any stronger. It's illegal, and we have your phone number, and we will turn it over to the authorities if you curse again.
Okay.
You understand that?
Sure.
Do not use curse words on the radio to try to make a point.
Okay.
And were you that stupid that you didn't know that words like that are not allowed on the air?
I didn't think that the D word was exactly a swear word.
It is the way you used it.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Okay, so if you're stuck holding your male parts at the end of the night and always trying to get...
I'm not. And the reason I'm not is because, again, women use sex as a loss leader. Just the way Ralph's will sell 6 cans of Coca-Cola for 99 cents to get you to come in and pay $32 a pound for filet mignon. Women will use sex like a 6-pack of Coke to get you in the door. And then eventually they hope to close the deal and get you to spend lots more. So what I do is I take this 6-pack of Coke for 99 cents And then once I'm in the door, I say, you know what? I don't think I need anything else. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Well, then you're a smart shopper.
I'm a smart shopper is right. Hey, I've been a member of Ralph's Club for 15 years.
Hey, that's credible, man. It's hard in that one.
I tell you, have you ever been to a Ralph's Club meeting?
No, I haven't.
Great place to meet chicks, I want to tell you. Michael, what did you want to say to Nicole?
Yeah, Tom, what this lady's describing is prostitution. Guy goes out, buys her dinner, and then she all of a sudden wants to have sex with him. She's a whore. That's prostitution.
Not prostitution.
Sure it is. I take you
it?
out to dinner, I spend $100 on dinner with you, then you'll sleep with me? That's prostitution.
No, I'm not saying that then I will sleep with you.
That's what you're saying. That sounds like what you're saying.
I'm just saying most
No,
women,
she still probably won't sleep with you. That's what she's saying.
I'm saying that most women expect a guy, if a guy's trying to impress a female, the women expect a guy to pay for things and to treat her like a lady. If she's not being treated like a lady, then first off, why would a woman ever even want about that?
Most women these days are not ladies. Most women these days are whores, like he said.
Okay, well, I don't know if you're looking for what you're looking for then.
What I like to do, it's like I always like to say, I like going to the dealer and test driving the Ferrari and running it through its paces and driving at 150 miles an hour up Pacific Coast Highway and back to the dealership. And then when the salesman says to me, what would it cost to get you to buy this car today? I say, let me think about it. Give me your card.
Okay.
That's what I do with women. Women think that you're going to buy the car, so they let you drive it.
Well, I'd want to have the title in my name. Otherwise, what good?
Well, but again, darling, you are competing with women. What is your husband's name again? 30 years old. What is your husband's name?
I don't have a husband.
I'm not the least bit surprised. The point is that you are competing with women who will give a man the keys to the car for a night and then later try to get him to buy it.
I would never give a guy a key.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about women in general.
Okay. Well, then maybe the girls...
Your competitors in the marketplace out there are giving free test drives.
Okay. Well, you can't
and the smart men are not buying the car. They're just taking test drives.
Okay. Well, I guess there should hopefully be some smart women out there that keep the keys to their car and don't give anybody a test drive.
They
if they
don't.
want a test drive, they'll tell them to go to the dealer.
They don't. Hang on a second. Daniel, what did you want to say to Nicole?
Hey, Tom, I think I saw this whore's ad on MySpace earlier looking for an equally beneficial relationship. She's the same type of bitch that I see on there all the time, looking for a daddy, looking for somebody to pay her way. She's just a whore.
I don't have a
MySpace.
MySpace.
Blow me up, Tom, with a bong rip, buddy.
Years.
What was that, Nicole?
I said I've been independent and self-employed for 11 years. Thank you.
Now, well, you have to be because no man will pay your bills.
Well, why would I want him to?
Well, you would want him to. If you could attract a man that would pay your bills, you'd love it. But since you can't get that,
you know what?
You're forced to do it yourself.
But make a living off of men being attracted to me.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Every woman's a 10 on the telephone, darling. Thank you so much for the call.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
I was in the shower, and I got out of the shower, and my wife was checking my cell phone. And I swear to God, for like the last week, every day I get home, she's like, what number was this? What number was that? Who is this? Who is that? She's like, who's Kim? I feel like telling her, hey, bitch, Kim's the girl I'm banging behind your back.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Arnold on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello. Yeah.
I've been listening to you for a few weeks now, and you've been saying about Leykis 101, how when the professor talks, you guys out there better listen. Hello, Tom?
I'm listening.
Oh, and so I had no problems with what you're saying. Get all the tail you can, make all the money and stuff. But then one day you said, this is Leykis 101, and you guys out there better listen because the professor is talking. And what I'm saying is absolutely right. Well, I've been a Christian for some years, and I decided to compare it to the Bible. because for 3 weeks I had no problem with what you're saying, and when I compared it to the Bible, it didn't stand up. There was one drawback.
What would make you think this has anything to do with the Bible?
Well, I've been a Christian and I live by the Bible.
Well,
and
guess what?
I
am an atheist.
Good. There are many atheists and there are many Christians, but you're saying on the radio that Leykis 101 is the way to go.
Yes.
And I had no problems with it for 3 weeks. But then one day you...
And I am the truth and the light.
Right. You said that one day that you guys better listen because the professor is talking.
That's right.
Well, that's when I went to the Bible. I said, if Tom's saying this for 3 weeks and I have no problems with it, let me compare it to the Bible. And everything you say is true except there's one drawback. What you're telling the guys is fornication, and if they're married, it's adultery. And
first of all, I do not recommend that men commit adultery. I recommend that men not get married.
Yeah, I know.
And therefore, they would never be having sex behind their wife's back because they wouldn't have a wife.
I know. I know you don't recommend adultery. But what you're telling the guys to do, live the life of getting money and get all the tail you can, it sounds good, but if you compare it to the Bible, it's fornication.
Well, we're in favor of fornication here. Of course, the men listening did not need my advice to be in favor of fornication. They were in favor long before I came along.
Yeah. In Proverbs it says, stay with the wife of your youth. And in Matthew, what God has joined together, let no man break asunder.
And that's why I'm saying don't get married. Then you won't be violating even your own principles.
No. In Matthew, Jesus said, what God hath brought together, don't break asunder. In other words, if two people come together in marriage, let nobody...
That's why I'm telling the men not to get married.
Well, that's not what Jesus said. In Matthew, Jesus said, what God hath put together, let no man break asunder.
Well, God does not put people together, okay? They put themselves together.
Jesus said that. And is Jesus a liar?
I really don't care. Well, first of all, I'm not convinced there was a Jesus because I'm an atheist, number one.
Oh, okay.
Number two,
I'll tell you, there was a Jesus.
Well, you have no proof of that.
Well, that's faith. That's knowing without seeing.
Well, that's fine. That's why you're a faithful Christian and I'm an atheist because I don't have faith.
I was where you were. I was where you were.
I don't care. Well, guess what? This is not sermonette. And we are not here. If you want... I'll tell you what, you call your local Christian radio station and talk to them. This is not the place for that. Period. 1-800-5800-TOM, that's our telephone number. Harry, on the Tom Leykis Show, hello.
Hi, I like your show, Tom. How are you?
Great.
I had a question. If you had to grow up your daughter, and are you going to tell her the same things, just go sleep with different guys? Are you going to tell her that,
you have to understand something about me.
Let me finish, please.
No, I know. I already know what you're going to say, and I'm going to answer it right now. We're going to save some time here, okay?
What's that?
You have to understand something about me before you make your statement.
Yeah, I understand about you.
Well, good. Then you're going to hear what I have to say, just in case the other listeners don't understand about me. And here's what it is. I don't have a daughter. Usually, I have other men's daughters. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand that. But how you're going to grow up, you are just going to tell her that if you go...
did you hear what I just said? I will not be raising a daughter. I will not be raising any children.
You're going to tell her, eat...
Did you hear what I just said? I'm not raising any goddamn children. Do you hear me?
But I'm just thinking about...
I am not raising any children. Ever. Not now, not a month from now, not a year from now, not 5 years from now, not a decade from now, not a century from now. I am not raising any children.
Come back home, never get married.
What?
I mean, that's how you're going to teach your daughter. If in case,
I don't have a daughter.
Okay, listen to me, please. I believe that you did 4 times, you did 4 marriages, and you couldn't make either one. So you just start saying, oh, girls are bad. That's bad.
I see. And who arranged, by the way, who arranged your marriage, Harry?
What's that?
Who arranged your marriage?
I'm not.
You're not married?
You couldn't make your own marriage. So
you're not married? Are you married? Are you married? Yes or no? Are you married? Yes or no?
No.
Why not?
Because I didn't find a right girl or good girl.
I wonder why that is.
Why? Listen, please.
I'm asking you. I wonder why. Where are you from, Harry? Harry, where are you from? Right. Don't your parents arrange your marriage in India?
Yeah, they did arrange marriages in India. But my question is why you get...
Why couldn't you be... Not only could you not find a woman, even your parents couldn't find you a woman.
Let me speak, please.
Even your parents could not find you a woman.
Okay, the thing is, if somebody make mistakes...
You are incapable... You are incapable of finding a woman. You are incapable. All I know is that unlike you... Unlike you, I get laid on a regular basis.
Doesn't matter. You did try 4 times. You couldn't make it.
Well, you could sit home and with pornography or whatever you sit home with and a vibrator. I am out getting laid.
You are just in sex, and you are like kind of man who cannot think anything else sex. But
right, like most men.
I think about that.
I'm sure that you think about it too, but some men think and some men do.
You think about sex, and you did try 4 times, and then you lose, and now you...
I couldn't care less about trying marriage. Harry, I get laid. You can't... When's the last time you had sex, Harry?
I don't want to tell you. That's my personal... The thing is...
Come on, you're anonymous. How many years? How many years? How many years? How many years? How many years has it been since you got laid?
That's not my question.
Yeah. Are you a virgin? I'll bet you're the 31-year-old virgin, I'll bet.
I mean, it's nothing to do with my question. I mean, I just don't try to listen to you, but I understand that that's what I figured out, that you did try.
Because you can't get laid, because you can't meet any girls.
Like you around you.
You can't meet any girls. No girls will go out with you. Even your own parents can't introduce you to a nice girl. That's how bad it is.
You get mad for that right now.
For what?
Are you mad?
About what?
What makes you mad?
I'm not mad.
Oh, you're not mad. Okay.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to know that even your parents could not match you up with anybody.
No, because I want to be successful first.
Oh, you're 31.
I own my good business. It's like
you're 31 years old. When are you going to be successful, Harry?
What do you mean by when, Dory? Maybe in 1 year? When I think, I had enough to do with my everything. I can take care of wife. I can take care of kids. Yeah.
I see.
Yes, sir.
And what kind of... Yeah, well, first you'll have to find a woman who will touch you, which I think is unlikely. Now, Harry...
Why do you think so? I mean, you just listened to me on the phone, and now you are telling that I'm a bad guy because I said wrong about you?
Let's find out. Oh, Michelle, okay, yeah. let me ask you a question, Michelle. In a million years, would you go out with Harry? I'm just curious.
Hell no.
Oh, my goodness. I don't like those kind of girls, I mean.
You don't know what kind of girl she is. You talked to her for 2 seconds.
About her.
You talked to her for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to go with her. She don't want to go with me, so that's fine.
No, but you wouldn't go out with anybody, okay?
Yeah,
I mean, you know what?
Why you trying to make me down?
Can I tell you something, Harry? Anybody who has a vagina, beggars can't be choosers. If a woman has a vagina, you at least should be talking to her.
Yeah, I mean, I said hi to her. You didn't remember.
No, you don't understand. Like, you can't afford to say no to any woman.
No, I will.
You can't afford. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't afford to say no to any woman. You can't afford it. You cannot afford it. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand. Why do you think so?
Because you haven't gotten laid in years. I think you're a virgin.
So what? Whatever you think, you're the president of the United States.
You are a virgin, aren't you? I'll bet you've never seen a woman naked.
Okay, so whatever you say, you want to say that that's the right thing, right?
You have never seen a woman naked, have you?
How can you say that?
Because you sound like a virgin.
Oh, wow, man. Dear God, how can you say that? Like, okay, how can
When's the last time you got laid? When is the last time you got laid, Harry? Wow. When is the last time you got laid?
Why do I tell you my personal things?
Well, there's nothing to tell. That's why you won't tell me, because you have nothing to tell me.
I mean, you're not making the point.
You have never had sex, have you? You've never had an orgasm with someone else in the room at the same time, have you?
How can you say that? You don't know me, you never...
Because your voice gets higher every time I say it.
You're stupid. When I said that you tried 4 times and you couldn't make it.
You have never, listen carefully, you have never, ever had sex, have you? Ever.
I mean, what do you want to make the point?
I'm just saying, you know what? Guys love to brag about when they get laid. And that's how I know you've never had sex. Because, you know, guys would lie and say, I got laid this morning. You can't even lie.
My question is
you can't even lie to me. You can't find a woman, your parents can't find you, can't even get an arranged marriage, and now it's obvious you are a virgin, you can't even get laid. You've never had sex, have you?
Man, you don't talk on the point.
You've never had sex, have you?
The thing is, my question is how you are going to raise a girl.
I'm not.
Okay. In case you have...
I'm going to have sex with your sister, that's what I'm going to do.
What's that?
I'm going to have sex with your sister.
Man, you cannot say that on air. I can sue you for that.
Don't think I wouldn't.
So mad.
Don't think I wouldn't.
I mean, I'm not going to say you. I'm going to...
I could nail your sister 6 ways from Sunday.
I'm not mad. Everything going is right, you know.
What does your sister look like? What's her name? Tell me about your sister. I want to know.
You have no answer.
Those Indian girls always have nice knockers. What does your sister look like?
See, it's not the point. That point.
Come on.
Point.
Just tell me what she looks like.
I mean, you're mad. I mean, I'm feeling like now.
I'm not mad.
Talking with
I'm getting ready. You're going to hook me up with your sister. How about your sister's gotten laid?
Fight with me or try to, make me.
Harry, I know if a woman needed it. Harry.
That's not. I'm talking to the intelligent guy. That's
Harry.
what I call you.
Harry, now look, I know if a woman needed to borrow $10,000, fine. I know if a woman needed a cherry Slurpee and a lotto ticket, you'd be the man to call. But hey,
you keep talking.
I keep talking. You never shut up.
Okay, now start.
How does your sister look in a bathing suit?
See, man, I feel like I'm talking with.
How does your sister look out of a bathing suit?
I mean, I couldn't feel like talk with you. Sorry, I'm going to hang up.
No, don't do that. Hey, hang on a second. Let me get Jay on here. Jay, what did you want to say to Harry?
Oh! Harry, what the hell is your problem, man? Get off the damn phone.
He hung up.
You are making Indians look so bad right now. This is ridiculous. You sound like I can't even understand you. You sound like you have marbles in your mouth. Get off the damn...
And an IRQ conflict? I didn't even get to ask him about that, for God's sake.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
I just started listening to you yesterday, man.
What is the most important thing that you've learned here so far?
That I ain't got to take no girl out to dinner to get some.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Sean on the Tom Leykis Show. Hey.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
You busy over there?
Not really. Not a whole lot. Just
sure are taking your sweet time about talking to me.
Well, I'm kind of in a pickle, sir. I got married at 19. I was born and raised in Hawaii, so I'd never heard of the Tom Leykis Show before. I got married to a girl that I thought was really cool. Everything was good for about 6 to 8 months, and then she flipped on the crazy switch. Through a fight, we both ended up in jail, and now she's pregnant. about 2 months. I can't stand her, but I don't want to leave.
By the way, how long after you were in jail did you impregnate this woman?
Actually, she was already pregnant by the time we ended up in jail.
I see. And you were using what birth control there, Sean?
She was actually on the pill.
Right. That's what she told you. And what were you using? Nothing, right?
Just the pill.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah, well, like she said, I take it every day, and I trusted her like a big...
By the way, she was crazy before you ever went to jail.
Of course, yeah. No,
and you knew it.
I'm slowly figuring that out now.
And you knew it, and she was crazy before you got her pregnant, too, right?
Right.
But you got her pregnant anyway.
Yeah.
When you knew she was crazy, why did you continue having sex with her?
Well, I hadn't quite figured out the scope of the craziness yet.
What level of crazy is acceptable?
Very, very good point. Well, I mean, I had a pretty rough childhood, and I consider myself a little nuts, too. So I just figured,
So you figured that's all you're entitled to is crazy people?
Well, pretty much, basically, yeah. I guess you could say that.
Right.
So my question is for you, sir, is she's, like I said, the baby's due in 2 months, and I have no feelings towards her anymore. I mean, there's not even really a sexual draw anymore. I would love to leave her, but my situation is I don't want to leave my kid hanging without a dad, and because that's what happened to me. My dad left when I was like 4, and I hadn't spoken to him since, and that was a rough childhood.
Don't you think the time to think about that was when you realized you were having sex with a crazy person without a condom? Don't you think that would have been the time to think about that?
So that would have been a great time, but like I said, I hadn't realized the craziness yet. She seemed like a good girl, and
no, you had realized. You had already admitted to me you knew she was crazy.
Well, right, but like I said, I mean, she, a little bit of crazy, big crazy. I hadn't realized that she was huge crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything that I could do now? I mean, I would love to just...
because of your bad judgment, you now have to pay. That means you get out and you hope for the best. Now, you have a crazy person who's going to raise your child. And you did it to yourself. It's your fault. Take responsibility for it.
Okay.
You did it.
Yeah. No, that's definitely...
By the way, she may be crazy, but if you're not crazy, that's even worse, because that means you have responsibility for this. You did this.
Right. All right. Well, that's what I thought I was afraid to hear, but I guess I just needed to hear someone else say it. So. Well,
why wouldn't you want to take responsibility for your actions? You did this.
No, I mean, I do. I want to be there for my son,
I'm not talking about that. You created a child with a crazy person.
Right. So you're just saying stick it out with her and just deal with...
No, I'm not. I'm saying you should get out and do the best you can, knowing that your child will be raised by a crazy mother and you chose her.
Yes, I did.
You did it.
Yes, I did. Okay. Well, that wasn't exactly what I wanted to hear, but I guess I needed to hear it, though. So.
What did you want to hear? Everything's great?
Yeah, no, I get it. I just kind of want to be BS, That's why I was on my last leg hoping that someone would...
Why would you call me for BS? Call.
I know. I just...
Call your mother if you want BS.
No, she'll tell me the same thing.
Well, that should tell you something, son.
Oh, man. All right, so I guess I'll just stick it out then and roll with the punches from now on.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was, but... All right. Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
I'm here to help. I don't get guys like that. I just don't understand it. They call in here like hoping to get some encouragement. You have sex with a crazy... First of all, you get married at too young an age. You have sex with a person you know to be crazy. You're shocked when she gets pregnant. And then you're worried about how she's going to be raising that child. I mean, I don't get it. Our email address, Tom@blowmeuptom.com.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.